Which of those should I look at? I think I want to look at Zoom. So Zoom is a weird software company. I kind of consider them to be an enterprise company. 58 bucks a share. By the way, all these models are available on my GitHub. Terminal value depends on the company, right? So like I want to, for a certain company, like a drug company, they have very rough terminal value. It just sort of ends. For a software company, depending on the kind of software, the terminal value can be pretty good. Like Google's, going to be around a long time no matter what happens. Yeah, I don't know the meeting space that well. Obviously, like everyone else, I use the product, but that's not in and of itself enough to have an opinion. This is like one of my first times ever looking at Zoom. Okay. It looks like 18 billion market cap. Pretty big market cap. Not a small company, this Zoom. Do you remember in COVID when the stock just went crazy? That was wild. Right, chat? Oh, they have a ton of cash. Holy shit. I need that. Ton of cash. Wow. No debt. So it's really like a $10 billion company. Is this real, chat? Can you believe that? 18 billion market cap with 8 billion in cash. What? That's crazy. I can't believe that. That means when I buy the stock, half of it I'm getting is cash. I know. Wow. It's like great downside protection, but you also don't get that much beta, if that makes sense. Okay, here's the revenue. Pretty slow growing company. We'll look at cash flow, stock-based comp, all that stuff in a second. I don't know what calendar quarter this is. I'm just gonna put it over here. I can't type today at all. I had a beautiful woman over last night. That's probably the first time in, I don't know, I worked too hard. Weeks, months. And I even got some champagne. Not cap. It's not cap at all. Don't do that to me, McNugget. Don't do that. I'm not capping. It wasn't AOC. Come on, beautiful women can't resist the nerd. You gotta see me all suave with a deep voice. What's up, baby? It's Big Shkreli. Yeah. Yeah, no Petrus this time, but we had a nice bottle of champagne, and I'm still feeling it a little bit. I don't drink much these days. But yeah, lovely young woman. I answer all kinds of questions like, Shkreli, why are you so great? Well, baby girl, I'm just that guy. I'm Himothy. It's not that important though. Let's talk about, I'm just telling you why I can't type today. You don't need to know about my personal life. That's my personal time, bro. Please. Give me some space, bro. I'm just a little slower than I normally am. Alcohol does that to you, I think. Imagine if it was Kamala. Woo. Nancy Pelosi, let's go. I'm getting those stock picks. I'll do whatever you want for those stock picks, girl. Tell me what you long. Okay, so Zoom, $1 billion a quarter. Looks like 200 in earnings cash flow. Could be wrong, but just off the cuff. Ooh, could be cheap. I like this. I like it. It's a sleeper stock. It's beat up, down, depressed. Nobody cares about Zoom. Just a fucking dog. Oh man, I love the Godellians. This guy asked me to look at ASTS 2 days ago, and it's not my day job to look at stocks. I just do it for you guys. My day job is writing software. Like, I'll give you an example. um, yeah, here I'm just writing software all night. This is a program I've been working on for a long time, and that's what I do for a living. That's my day job, and I help create Godel, of course, with my amazing team of engineers. But looking at stocks isn't my thing. So anyway, the story is this guy is like, "Hey, look at this stock, ASTS," and I'm like, "Okay," and I'm working, and I have to go to work. I have to rest. I have to do something else. I can't look at stocks like 10 hours a day anymore because I'm not a professional investor anymore. And he says, look at ASTS. And that was the last one that I just missed. And it's up fucking 45% today. And I was like, oh, I never heard of this company. It looks interesting. So the Godel chat is on fire. The other guy recommended Chipotle, which made a lot of sense. I wish I made that trade because the CEO of Chipotle left to become the CEO of Starbucks, which is a major upgrade. And it almost, so Chipotle stock went down, but it's actually bullish for Chipotle that they had such a damn good CEO that Starbucks wanted him. It means like their operations have to be really great, and it's not going to like fall off a cliff because he leaves. It's actually kind of, to me, at worst neutral, but it's actually kind of bullish because you never want great talent to leave, but it's still like Stripe's cool. Yeah, I don't know the numbers on Stripe, but you can definitely buy the stock. It's out there. There's accredited platforms. What am I? I'm a part of one of them called Hive. Um, Let me see if I can get the price on Hive. I forget which of my accounts I'm logged into here, but like I'll find it real quick. But I like Hive. Again, none of these companies pay me for promotion. Not that they would. But okay, yeah, I use this one for Hive. So you can actually buy and roll, all the really cool companies with Hive. Yeah, I built Godel with my colleagues. I can't log in for some reason, but they're actually a broker dealer too, which is interesting. Someone said I should write a pharma investing book. I wish I had the time. I don't have any time to write books. Yeah, I don't know if I have the right Hive thing. I want to see if Stripe. Stripe should be on there. Stripe will go public too at some point. Okay, yeah, I can't log in, but you should be able to create a Hive account. I think you might need to be accredited, but I'm not sure. So let's keep looking at Zoom. Day trading is really difficult. I don't know that I would do that. I write a lot of software, brother. Don't test me. Don't ever make me mad. That's the number one thing you should never ever do. We have like every data vendor that you would expect. Direct exchange relationships, etc. I thought LXRX looked really interesting, actually, yeah. Explain higher order functions? Stop. Like, explain everything. Don't fuck with me. I'll talk about functional programming, first class functions. Talk about recursion, complexity. Come on. And by the way, not everyone's a computer scientist. Monads. Monads. I know monads from math and computer science. You guys sleep on Shkreli, bro. No one ever sleep on Shkreli. I was writing Lisp in jail. And I could tell you how to hustle on the block. Yeah, the accredited investor thing is kind of bullshit. You can parse IPR, sure. We do it. Godel does it. Nancy's an old lady. She's gonna be attracted to different types of shit. You know, you gotta in with Nancy Pelosi. You gotta be real sharp how you approach. Link lists, B trees, there's tries. You know, if you know the try data structure, this is one of my favorites. I've been doing some quantum computing data structures. Those are really interesting. Hadamard gates. In Torch, you have all these interesting operations. Einstein matrix, multiplication. At the end of the day, a lot of this stuff doesn't matter. I mean, if you're writing React, like literally like the core library, it matters. But if you know, it doesn't really matter if you're creating some kind of front end or something, you know. And, you know, look, I mean, a lot of the advantage in technology is just quick product iteration, not so much. BG, I don't know who you are, but, you know, you don't come into my chat room testing me. I was one of the first React users. I hired Facebook React dudes. I can, you know, when they changed the DOM, they asked me first. They asked me first, right? Get element ID, get element by ID. I made that. I made that. They asked me. just joking around, obviously. Brendan Ike, that's my homie. Kanye West, that's my homie. WebRTC, one of the first users. Kubernetes, one of the first users. Docker, we made Docker before Docker. They copied us. You're getting me all fucked up right now. You're turning me back to the old Shkreli, man. Turn me back to that. I invest a little bit, but I mostly focus on my own company. Bridge Capital or Bridger Capital? I think Bridger Capital is closed now. I'm not sure though. Okay, so cash flow for 3 months ended with 600. Obviously, that's not annualizable. Or Zoom would be the cheapest stock on the face of the earth. But maybe it is. We'll have to keep looking. Okay, so they call this, that's August 21st, that's next week. They call this first quarter fiscal 25. Pretty amazing margins. This could be a huge long. I'm loving it. And it's not even McDonald's. I'm hungry. This is really cool. Yeah, this is a press release. Big O notation, little O notation, quantum complexity is what I'm interested in. All that shit is bullshit. Quantum zoo. This is Scott Aronson's. Well, this is a different guy, Stephen Jordan, but these are, you want to do some real mind fucks. Is this Scott Aronson's? One of these is Scott Aronson's. You want to talk about real crazy complexity? Here he is, Zookeeper, Scott Aronson. All right, wrong one. Although this one looks interesting too. Counterfeit coins. Suppose we are given n coins, k of which are counterfeit. The real coins are all of equal weight, and the counterfeit ones are all of some other weight. We have a pan balance and can compare the weight of any subsets of the coins, any pair of subsets of the coins. Classically, we need omega k log n over k weightings to identify all the counterfeit coins. We can introduce an oracle such that given a pair of subsets of equal cardinality, it outputs one bit indicating balanced or unbalanced. Building on prior work, they have shown that on a quantum computer, one can identify all of the counterfeit coins using big O k to the 1 over 4, which is the quad root, I guess. The core techniques behind the speedup are amplitude amplification and the Bernstein-Vazirani algorithm. So in quantum computing, there's a very important thing called amplitude, which I won't bother talking about. But lots of cool things that change in quantum computing. Now, quantum computing is still largely theoretical, but still amazingly mind-bending to study. If you haven't read this book, I was actually talking to the chick about it last night. Quantum Computing Since Democritus. Probably one of the best books I've ever read. Really advanced. It took me years to read. I think Scott is one of the smartest guys in the world. There's some wild stuff in here about, like I said, time travel and stuff like that, but I don't want to retire. I should have this book on my, here it is. I've got it on my desktop. Sorry, Scott. Love you, man. Scott is at OpenAI now, which, if that's not interesting enough, I don't know what is. There's some interesting problems here. I'll walk you through a few of them. All these like complexity classes, like p-space, time travel is funny. Okay, here's the puzzle. Dr. Evil is on his moon base, and he has a very powerful laser pointed at Earth. Of course, he's planning to obliterate the Earth, being evil and all. At the last minute, Austin Powers hatches a plan and sends Dr. Evil the following message. Back in my lab here on Earth, I've created a replica of your moon base down to the last detail. The replica even contains an exact copy of you. Everything is the same, all the atoms, all the momenta, everything. Given that, you actually don't know if you're in your real moon base or in my copy here on Earth. So if you obliterate the Earth, there's a 50% chance you'll be killing yourself. The puzzle is, what should Dr. Evil do? Should he fire the laser or not? Interesting, right? So there's lots of little anthropic principle ideas around this. Here's another paradox. Newcomb's paradox. Suppose that a super intelligent predictor shows you two boxes. The first box has $1,000. The second box has either $1 million or nothing. Well, in classical reality, this is an easy choice, right? You don't know which is the case, but the predictor has already made the choice and either put the money in or left the second box empty. You, the chooser, have two choices. You can either take the second box only or both boxes. Your goal, of course, is money and not understanding the universe. Here's the thing. What's the trick? The predictor made a prediction about your choice before the game started. If the predictor predicted you'll take only the second box, then he put $1 million in it. If he predicted you'll take both boxes, then he left the second box empty. The predictor has played this game thousands of times before, thousands of people, and he's never been wrong once. Every single time someone picked the second box, they found $1 million in it. Every single time they picked both boxes, they found the second box was empty. Why is it obvious that you should take both boxes? Well, whatever's in the second box, you'll always get $1,000 more. the decision of what to put in the second box has already been made. You're taking both boxes can't possibly affect it. Well, why is it obvious you should always take just the second box? Well, because the predictor's never been wrong. Again and again, the one box pickers get $1 million, and the two box pickers get $1,000. So why should this be any different? And so this is Robert Nozick, who's a very famous intellectual. I'll also recommend reading his work. To almost everyone, it is perfectly clear and obvious what should be done. The difficulty is that the people seem to be divided almost evenly on the problem, with large numbers thinking that the opposing half is just silly. There's a third position, the Wittgenstein position. It's my father's favorite philosopher, which says that the problem is just incoherent. If the predictor existed, then you wouldn't have the freedom to make the choice in the first place. In other words, the very fact that you're debating which choice to make implies the predictor can't exist. One student says, can't you get out of the paradox by flipping a coin? And anyway, the point of this book is that it goes through not just complexity, but also little like basics in math and things that you might want to know about, like Peano axioms and things like that, Zermelo-Fraenkel, and a whole lot of complexity. So if you studied undergraduate complexity with classical computing, this would be very interesting for you to read a little bit more. There's a bunch of stuff, again, dealing in quantum physics, a lot of Dirac notation and stuff like that. There's some of that. The no cloning theorem, a lot of the real great, interesting theoretical physics, but from a computational kind of perspective. So Wittgenstein. What's up, Fanta? Quantum Computing Since Democritus. That's the book. And Complexity Zoo, the website. Look at all these complexity classes. Oh my god. Can you imagine knowing all of these? What's some of the famous ones? Everyone knows P and NP. But how about like BPP or P-space? Where's P-space? So what the heck is P-space? P-space is polynomial space. So all decision problems solvable by a Turing machine in polynomial time. So is it equal to NP space? Assuming the existence of one-way functions, which maybe cannot assume. This is like the frontier of knowledge, the frontier of thinking. There's a reason, I guess, our company is named Godel, or our product is named Godel. BPP is another one. So bounded error probabilistic polynomial time. The class of decision problems solvable by an NP machine, such that if the answer is yes, then at least 2/3 of the computational paths are correct, and if it's no, at most 1/3 is. So you have a bound. And there's a lot of people that debate and argue these bounds. So with quantum computing, you have like some other really interesting classes like QP space. I'm sorry, not QP space. Let me get you a better quantum class than that. I'm trying to think. Like BPPQ, I want to say. Well, I haven't studied this too carefully. Bounded error quantum p-space. Probabilistic p-space. So anyway, that's, if you really want to be smart, learn that stuff. I'm not smart enough for that stuff. I'm just look at financial statements and try to make a good investment. Monkey make good investment. Anyway, that guy now works at OpenAI, and he knows nothing about AI, or he didn't, and now he knows a lot about AI, but he's just a great thinker. So I really like Scott Aronson, even though he probably doesn't know I exist. I'm cool with that. He doesn't use social media either, which is awesome. Can you imagine not using social media? Can you imagine? No, I like Lambda because it's got the lowest prices. Steve's cool too. But, I mean, we have other compute providers other than Lambda. And some of them we regret, but another really good one is Shadeform. So again, these guys don't pay us or anything, but I highly recommend Shadeform if you want GPUs. They are kind of like a oh wow, $1.72 for a 180 gig. I might want that. So they use every other cloud, if you can see here. They use Lambda. This is really cool, actually. They're doing a great job. Lambda is not slow and not expensive. The opposite. Lambda is like one-click deploys. Yeah, we use RunPod sometimes. RunPod is not enterprise ready. Yeah, we are hiring. Go to dl.software. Hiring full stack, talented full stack engineers. So a couple jobs here. Oh, this site changed. I think I have to redo this actually. Yeah, let me redo that. But yeah, any full stack talent basically, and machine learning talent. And you get to work with me all day. Me yelling in your ear. I should head back to the office, as a matter of fact, right now. I want to head back to bed. I'm so tired from last night's champagne binge. All right, so cash flow from this first quarter, or no, it's technically calendar fourth quarter. Oh my God, this is nuts. This is long. Like, you just got to buy this. Zoom, ZM. Go out and buy it today. This is how is it this cheap? How? Do you see this, chat? Do you see this? There's got to be something wrong with it. A lawsuit, something. Yeah, the site isn't so great. Liam, sorry about that. Is this real? I don't know if this is real, chat, because I haven't seen a stock this cheap in a long time. I keep typing the Discord thing for you. It's literally on my Twitter handle and everything. Zoom, I don't know, man. This is incredible. These numbers are incredible. I would think at this valuation, Thoma Bravo or someone would buy it out. This is a no-brainer. Competitive advantage. Competitive advantage. Playoffs. You got $4 billion in revenue, $1 billion in cash flow, $1.5 billion in cash flow a year. That's a competitive advantage. Shit. Fuck what you talking about? Getting that bread. They got more cash than most companies. They can buy any company they want. Look at this, 1.6 billion in cash flow from operations. They don't really have CapEx. I thought it was an anomaly quarter, but no, they're pumping that cash out every quarter. You telling me I can buy $1.6 billion of cash flow, right? That's 6 times earnings, bro. What the fuck? Yo, buy this shit right now, B. Man, get my broker on the phone, man. Buy this shit right now, man. What the fuck? What these people smoking, bruh? Yeah, COVID's over. That's fine. I don't give a fuck about COVID. Fuck COVID. Easy double. Easy double. Telling you right now. Take that to the bank, man. I never say that. Easy double. Thank you. Who gave me this gem? Somebody's making me rich. Who gave me this zoom? Google is no longer my friend. Zoom is now my best friend. $58. We will see 100. That's all I gotta say. Something's wrong with my Streamlabs. I tried to stream to X, it just didn't work. So yeah, Zoom looks good. Liquidity, I don't really. I mean, it tripled. That's that.